Hey everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive.
Always exciting to be back.
So today we're going to be looking at the world of banking tech.
Okay.
Specifically, a new tool called Copilot for Sales from Contoso Bank.
Interesting.
And you've sent over some really interesting information on this.
Yeah.
It looks like it's all about making bankers' lives easier by bringing the power of Salesforce right into their Outlook inboxes.
Makes sense.
I'm curious, though. Did you ever imagine banking tech getting this futuristic?
Well, it is pretty remarkable how technology is evolving.
Yeah.
What's particularly fascinating about this tool is how it addresses the problem of software integration.
Right.
Which is a huge pain point in many industries, not just banking.
Absolutely. And, one of the sources actually mentioned that bankers used to need 10 clicks in Salesforce just to reply to a single email.
Wow.
Can you believe that?
That's a lot of clicks.
Talk about a time suck.
Yeah, it really highlights a common issue. Even the best software can become clunky.
Right.
If it doesn't integrate seamlessly with a user's daily workflow.
Exactly. So tell me more about this Copilot for Sales.
Sure.
It sounds like it lives right inside Outlook.
That's right.
So bankers can do everything without ever leaving their inbox.
Exactly, by minimizing the need to constantly switch between applications. It allows bankers to be much more focused and efficient.
And it's way more than just replying to emails, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
There's a whole suite of AI features designed to help bankers work smarter. For example, the AI can summarize long email threads.
Yeah.
Which seems incredibly useful for keeping up with complex deals and long email chains.
Imagine you're a banker dealing with a major loan application.
Yeah.
You have emails going back and forth with the client underwriter's legal teams.
Oh, yeah.
It can get very complicated.
For sure.
This AI summarization feature helps bankers quickly get up to speed on the key points without getting bogged down in these long email threads.
Makes sense.
It's like having an assistant pre-rate everything for you.
Wow.
And highlight the most important information.
That's brilliant.
Right.
And speaking of assistants, Copilot for Sales can even help bankers compose emails.
Oh, wow.
It pulls relevant data from Salesforce and tailors the tone and language to the specific situation.
This feature really piqued my interest.
Yeah.
Contoso Bank seems to be betting that AI can help their bankers communicate more effectively and build stronger relationships with clients.
For sure.
It's about creating a more personalized experience, even in something as routine as email correspondence.
Okay, this is where things get really cool.
Okay.
Copilot for Sales lets bankers signal appointments directly from Outlook.
Nice.
And the AI even suggests the best meeting times.
Oh, wow.
Talk about a time saver.
Yeah, it's all about removing those little bottlenecks that can eat up time throughout the day instead of spending precious minutes finding a mutually agreeable time. The AI does the heavy lifting. This frees up the banker to focus on higher level tasks.
Yeah.
Like preparing for the meeting itself.
Yeah.
Or strategizing about client needs.
Plus, I read that bankers can access and even edit detailed opportunity info from Salesforce right within Outlook.
That's huge.
I'm starting to see how this could be a game changer.
For sure.
For productivity and collaboration.
Think about the impact on team dynamics.
Yeah.
Imagine you're a team of bankers working on a complex deal.
Right.
With Copilot for Sales, everyone has access to the latest information on the opportunity without having to dig through Salesforce or wait for updates from colleagues.
Right.
This streamlined access could lead to much smoother collaboration and faster decision-making.
This is another feature I found super impressive.
Oh, yeah.
Copilot for Sales makes it incredibly easy to add new contacts to Salesforce right from Outlook.
Great.
The AI even pre-fills relevant information based on the email.
Wow.
So no more manual data entry.
This is a great example of how AI can automate those repetitive, time-consuming tasks that nobody enjoys.
For sure.
It frees up bankers to focus on what they do best. Building relationships, providing financial advice, and helping their clients achieve their financial goals.
So it seems like Contoso Bank is really investing in streamlining workflows.
Absolutely.
And maximizing their bankers' efficiency.
Yeah.
It's all about putting the power of Salesforce right at their fingertips.
Right.
Within a familiar environment like Outlook.
And by doing so, they're not just aiming for increased productivity, but potentially transforming the entire banking experience for both their employees and their clients.
I'm really curious to hear your thoughts on the wider implications of this kind of AI-powered integration.
Yeah.
Could this be the beginning of a trend toward more seamless and intuitive work experiences across other industries?
That's a great question, and one that deserves careful consideration. What we're seeing with Contoso Bank and their Copilot for Sales tool could be a glimpse into the future of work, where technology anticipates our needs and helped us achieve more with less effort.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So it really seems like Contoso is focusing on that human element.
Yeah.
Even as they embrace AI, they're not trying to replace bankers with robots, are they?
No, not at all.
They're trying to help them become more efficient and build stronger relationships with their clients.
You've hit on a crucial point.
Yeah.
One of the sources we reviewed emphasized this.
Okay.
The potential for this type of technology to create a more personalized banking experience. It seems counterintuitive at first, more AI, more human touch.
Right.
But it makes sense when you consider how it frees up bankers to focus on those individual client needs.
Exactly. Instead of being buried in data entry and navigating clunky software, they can focus on being, well, bankers.
Makes sense.
Providing financial guidance, building trust, and having those valuable face-to-face conversations with clients.
And that's where the true value lies.
Yeah.
Both for the bank and the customer.
Right.
Technology should enhance human connection, not hinder it.
It all sounds pretty amazing.
Yeah.
But I'm curious about the potential challenges.
Sure.
Implementing new technology, especially AI, usually comes with some hurdles, right?
You're absolutely right. One potential challenge is the learning curve for employees.
Yeah.
Even if the interface is designed to be user-friendly, there will always be an adjustment period.
For sure.
As bankers adapt to a new way of working.
Change can be tough, even when it's ultimately for the better.
Yeah. And I imagine there might be concerns about data security and privacy.
Absolutely.
Especially when we're talking about sensitive financial information.
Contoso Bank will need to ensure their system is extremely secure and meets all the necessary regulatory requirements.
For sure.
Data breaches are a major concern in the financial industry.
And any new technology implementation needs to prioritize data protection right from the start.
That makes sense. And then there's the big question of job displacement.
Okay.
We've talked about how AI can automate tasks.
Right.
But could this technology lead to fewer jobs for human bankers down the line?
It's a valid concern and one that deserves thoughtful consideration.
Right.
Historically, though, technological advancements have generally shifted the nature of work rather than completely eliminating jobs.
Makes sense.
It's likely that the role of a banker will evolve as AI takes on more routine tasks, requiring a different skill set that focuses on relationship management, strategic thinking, and the ability to effectively leverage technology.
So it's not about humans versus machines.
No.
But rather humans and machines working together in new and innovative ways.
Precisely. The key will be to adapt and embrace the potential of AI while recognizing the unique value that human workers bring to the table.
That's a really interesting perspective.
Yeah.
Okay. We spent a lot of time diving into Contoso Bank's specific solution, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on the broader trends shaping the banking tech landscape. What else is on the horizon?
One major trend we're seeing is the rise of open banking.
Open banking.
This is where banks share customer data with third-party providers through APIs, allowing for more personalized financial services and increased competition in the market.
So, for example, you could have an app that gathers all your financial accounts.
Exactly.
From different banks in one place.
Yeah.
Or a service that helps you find the best loan rates.
Right.
Based on your specific financial profile.
Exactly. Open banking has the potential to empower consumers and really drive innovation in the financial sector.
What about blockchain technology?
Sure.
It feels like that's been a buzzword in the financial world for a while. Is it actually having a real impact?
Blockchain is definitely gaining traction. particularly in areas like cross-border payments and supply chain finance.
Okay.
Its ability to facilitate secure and transparent transactions
Right.
makes it a really promising technology
Yeah.
for streamlining processes and cutting costs.
So it's much more than just Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies.
Yes, blockchain has much wider applications.
Okay.
We're seeing banks experimenting with blockchain for things like trade finance, digital identity verification, and even fractional ownership of assets.
Wow.
It's still early days, but the potential is huge.
It sounds like there's a lot of exciting innovation happening in banking tech right now.
Absolutely.
But I imagine these new technologies also come with their own set of challenges and concerns.
Of course, security is always a top priority.
Right.
And as financial systems become more interconnected and reliant on technology, the risks of cyber attacks and data breaches increase. Banks will need to make significant investments in cybersecurity measures to protect themselves and their customers.
And what about the regulatory landscape?
Okay.
Is it keeping pace with these rapid technological advancements?
That's another challenge. Regulators are working to figure out how to oversee these new technologies and ensure they're used responsibly and ethically.
Right.
Striking the right balance between fostering innovation and protecting consumers is crucial.
Yeah, I agree. It really feels like we're on the edge of a major shift in banking.
Yeah, for sure.
Before we were talking about some of the trends like open banking and blockchain. I'm curious, do you have any real-world examples of how these technologies are actually being used?
Absolutely.
Okay.
When it comes to open banking, we're seeing companies like Plaid and Yodlee becoming key players. They provide the infrastructure for secure data sharing between banks and third-party apps.
Right.
This has led to a wave of new financial services.
So it's not just a concept anymore. It's actually changing how people manage their finances.
Exactly.
In a tangible way.
And on the blockchain front, we're seeing major institutions like JP Morgan Chase and HSBC exploring its use for cross-border payments.
Interesting.
They've developed a blockchain-based platform called Contour that aims to make international transactions faster and more efficient.
So reducing both costs and settlement times.
Exactly.
Wow, that sounds like a game changer for global commerce.
Yeah, it has that potential.
What other interesting examples come to mind?
There's a really fascinating project called We.Trade.
WeTrade.
Which is a blockchain-based trade finance platform backed by a group of European banks.
Interesting.
It's designed to simplify and secure trade transactions between businesses, reducing paperwork and the risk of fraud.
So it seems like blockchain is moving beyond just financial transactions and into the realm of physical goods and services.
That's right. And these are just a few examples of the exciting innovations happening right now.
It's mind-blowing to think about how much the financial landscape is changing and how technology is driving that transformation.
For sure.
As we wrap up our deep dive, any final thoughts for our listeners?
I think it's important to remember that technology is a tool.
Yeah.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or for ill.
Right.
The future of banking tech really depends on the choices we make today. Will we use these powerful tools to create a more inclusive, efficient, and secure financial system for everyone?
Yeah.
Or will we allow them to exacerbate existing inequalities and risks?
That's a great point to end on.
It's definitely something to think about.
To all our listeners out there, stay informed, stay engaged, and let's work together to shape the future of banking tech for the better.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive.
It was a pleasure being here.